Coach, we'll start with an opening statement about today's game, and then we'll open it for questions.
Oh, we just didn't get the key hit when we needed it. I thought Marissa McCann just threw an absolute gem. Going one hitter, was into the sixth inning. We didn't have any offensive production to be able to give her some run support. But overall, I was extremely proud of how we played this weekend. The whole way through, we competed. We gave them everything we possibly could. It just didn't work in our favor today.
You kind of mentioned it, but the way you guys did compete this weekend, what was your message to your team after this one?
Just how proud I am of them. I mean, we know what our record is. It is what it is. And you have the defending, four-time national champs come into your ballpark. And we competed so hard, and we gave it everything we had. I thought yesterday, obviously, the results were outstanding. Today we were there. We were completely there. They threw a great game against us, and she's extremely tough. And we left a couple balls over the heart of the plate that got hit out, but that's part of the game, and I'm just so proud of the effort that they put in.
Well, I was going to ask, what do you feel like with Sam Landry in the circle? What do you feel like changed today at the plate for you guys to only get that one run?
She got us to chase the balls. She had such great movement today, and her off speed, they threw it a lot more often than they did the first game. And that was really the difference maker. And when she throws her drop and her changeup at the same level, they're really hard to pick up. And that's what really gave us trouble. We were chasing the ball that was lower than low because they're really hard to differentiate, especially when you're in the batter's box.
Mm-hmm. What's your message to Marissa when she does have, such a good game, but obviously the result doesn't go her way, but obviously have a good outing there?
It's two things. It's her knowing she can play against anybody in the country. She can pitch against any hitter. I'm most proud of the at-bat before the home run because when I went out to the mound, I said, "What do you want to do here?" And she said, "I know how to get her out." And she had it telegraphed perfectly, and she executed it perfectly because that was the hitter before that hit the home run. So I'm really proud of her knowing how to be able to get hitters out. And it was just two that got left over the heart of the plate that got hit out. But she can get everybody, and we just have to give her a little bit run support that takes the pressure off of her.
What specifically did you see from Marissa today that was leading to her having so much success?
Same thing with her changeup. It was effective, but her screwball was really riding in on those right-handed hitters and away to the lefties, and it had a little upspin, and that's what was so effective with that. That was the biggest thing with her is just continue to hit your location, keep them off balance with the changeup, and ride that ball in on their hands so they can't square it up.
And then I think it was before the Invitational last week, you mentioned that pitching had been a little bit of an issue kind of the week before in the Kentucky series. You hold a team in Oklahoma that more often than not scores 8 or more runs, and you get them 1 yesterday, 5 today. What did you see over the whole weekend from your pitching staff?
And Sierra Harrison just said this in the locker room, that what we need to continue to do as a pitching staff is just keep the game close. Their job as pitchers is we don't expect them to throw shutouts, not at this level. You're not gonna. But keep the game close to give our offense an opportunity to be able to score. And we have to, as offensively, we have to wear down the opposing pitcher and get to the bullpen. And I don't think our offense was competitive enough to force them to make a pitching change. We were having a lot of easy outs. But pitching-wise, I thought we were outstanding, keeping them off balance and making the adjustments when we did.
Confidence-wise, obviously you touched on it a little bit here, but what do you think this is going to do for your group moving forward? I know today not the result you wanted, but what do you think this is going to do confidence-wise?
They're disappointed right now, which is a really good feeling to have because when you know that you had an opportunity to be able to win, it's good that they're disappointed because the game was in our reach. So I'm glad that they feel that way, and it also shows me that they have the belief that they can. So that's what we're taking away from this weekend is knowing that from here on out, we can win every single game. Are we going to? Who knows? Who knows where the ball falls? But to have the ability and the depth and the talent to be able to win every single game from here on out and to be competitive in every game, there isn't anybody that's going to be better than Oklahoma. So why not go out and give it your all and leave it all on the field so at the end of the season you're not disappointed and you don't have any regrets.
How did you evaluate Taylor and obviously Sierra's appearances coming out of the bullpen today?
Taylor, you saw that Coach Gasso was making changes in the lineup to throw all right-handed batters. That was the adjustment. And, we had an opportunity to be able to get out when their leadoff batter was up. We could have gotten out of the inning there without facing any righties. And that was really the difference. She had to keep the ball up in the zone a little bit because she was working behind. So that's what Taylor and I talked about. And then I thought Sierra was great. We weren't expecting her to have to come in because we thought Taylor was going to finish the game. But, I mean, Sierra being able to rush and get herself game ready to come out and to finish one batter is pretty awesome.
Cool. Thanks.
Awesome.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Coach.
Yep.